Welcome back, and today I'm here with Murph, episode number 3 of the Mic'd Up Savages. We're going over the Yankees and the Tigers first in Detroit. Murph, game 1, Gerrit Cole versus Tyler Alexander. Gerrit Cole on the bump. What are you expecting out of your ace against a Detroit Tiger franchise?
Not what we got. I can say that for sure. Homie comes out, gives us an inning and 2/3, 5 walks. I've never seen a breakdown quite like that, if I'm being honest. Like the first inning, he's electric. He comes out, he looks like Gerrit Cole, and everyone's like, oh boy, he's about to do something special. And he did something special, right? Yeah. Walking 5 dudes, managing to just give up 2 runs, horrible stuff. He had to get saved by Schmitty. Schmitty coming out of the pen. He gives us 3 solid innings, and that's fantastic. And that's how I want the Yankees to continue to utilize Schmidt as like an extended starter.
Long relief.
Yeah, long relief.
Long relief, spot starter. Don't give him another chance. Let him rock in the bullpen until something changes or something drastically changes. The only way that the Yankees did score was on that nice little pop out by Josh Donaldson, who he should have been on second, but instead he walked first.
Yeah, this was, I'm not gonna lie to you, this was a pretty infuriating game to watch just because of the clown fiesta that was happening. And I was like, when we scored those 2 runs, I said, if we don't win by more than 2, I'm gonna be livid. I'm gonna be livid, dude. Like, I can't have us winning 2. We scored 2 runs off of that, right? Nonchalant pitcher just throws his glove out there, bounces in it, and then bounces out. And the catcher almost saves it, but he can't because he's a bum. But
that was a clown
horrible
show.
stuff. Yeah, that was. And then they went to drop like 3 more, right? Torkelson, he drops 2 in foul territory at first. That was horrible.
Giving guys second lives, and you're not gonna take advantage of it. It just just destroys my mind. Like, not even sack flies or anything. Yeah,
and then Garcia yanks one 5 feet off the mound, which is something I've never seen happen before. That was pretty interesting, and that gives us, who's on second? Was it IKF?
IKF was on second, and he
gets the third, and then we score off a sack fly. Which, by the way, if that, depending who you ask, I would say that they gave us that run too.
Yep,
right?
They gave it to us again. You take away the errors, like, we're losing the game. Like, we lost the game,
unfortunately. Yeah,
which shouldn't happen again. Positives though, bullpen looked good. Schmidt looked really good.
Bullpen looked great. Yeah.
IKF heating up.
He's heating up in a big way. We need him to. He's right now. He's being the bright spot at the bottom of that black hole that we call a lineup.
The dark hole.
And this kind of continues on with Gallo going over 4 Ks, bro.
Sombrero, right?
Sombrero is a golden sombrero. That's something you just cannot have, but it's something, dude, it's brutal because I want to root for the dude. I really do. Like, I like the guy a lot, but when he getting 4 punchies, he going over 4 punchies. Like, dude.
I really hope someone's hugging him at the end of the day and saying, like, like, Gallo, you're good at baseball. Like, someone's got to remind him of that, and he doesn't have fun with it anymore. Yes, network needs to stop putting the camera on him.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, he's so sad, and then he's got his facial tics, which that doesn't help, and people are blowing up his whole thing. It's like, bro, he's going through it, but you got to realize we're not even 20 games in the season. Like, let's relax. Let's give him some chance to breathe. You never know. Guys turning around midway through the season, they managed to turn around. He could be a guy like that. So look for him to get comfortable,
This is a guy who minimum put up like 20 homers a year, minimum.
Yeah.
And he's put up, 50 before, or upper 40s?
Before? Yeah, I think 40s. 42.
It's possible still. He could still put up those numbers. You have a long season left. Again, like Murph said, 20 games. No, not even 20 games in the season. Yankees win that one 4-2. Shout out Clark Schmidt again, the boy, for coming out. And
it's a big time performance out of Clark.
Mm-hmm. fast forward game 2, we have a old rivalry matchup: Severino versus Eduardo Rodriguez. I love seeing this matchup. Severino looking like the Yankee ace in this one. 5 innings.
Dude, he's coming for the crown, man.
5 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned, 3 Ks. I mean, low punchies compared to what we're used to, but I'll take it.
Dude, it was brutal for pitchers. I think the cold was getting him. You really saw like the cold and the wind. Like it was brutal conditions for early baseball, especially for Severino, who's not used to pitching in the cold anymore, right? He's been 2 years from pitching in the cold. He's been in Tampa for most of the time rehabbing, So this is something that's new for him. He hasn't done it in a while. So yeah, brutal stuff. But hey, he gets through 1 inning, like you said, or 1 earned, like you said. So he's showing Cole like, hey, I'm coming for the crown. I'm coming back for my title as ace, and that's something you love to see.
Hopefully that pisses him off and gets him going. Again, I'm going back to game 1 with Cole. I don't know if you saw that after the first inning, like the Yankees were taking too long, hitting, and he went out to go throw it with Higashioka or whatever the bullpen catcher was out there with Yankees. Like, you gotta chill, man. Like, enough. Like, you're too amped. You just gotta go out there and just trust your stuff. You warmed up. You long tossed. You're ready to go. You're loose. You're ready. You're not. It was sunny out. He was ready to go. But
yeah, I can see that. But it was pretty cold out.
He's thinking too much. I think he's just thinking too
he's
much.
definitely overthinking. He's definitely overthinking it. Like that's something like I don't mind him going and tossing in front of the dugout like that, but like it's definitely more like overthinking it. I think the whole bigger picture. It's him just getting in his own head, getting in his own way.
And the media hasn't helped him in any way get out of his own head, which again, I don't blame him, but you also got to give the man a space. 2 games. What's his second start into the season?
Third? This is third.
That was his third.
Yep.
Rough one. Back over to game 2. Another Rizzo home run. We take those.
Yeah.
The Paisan.
That Paisan.
Kiner Falefa, another 2 hits and an RBI. Again, eating up exactly what we got him for. To get on base. And he's stealing bags too. A stat that goes unnoticed in a Yankee franchise.
Boy, does it ever. I mean, we got last year, I think we had the slowest team in the MLB by like a mile, like a long shot. Like there was no one close to us how slow we were. And this year, it's not like we got a ton better, but I think adding a guy like IKF, adding Tim Castro, those 2 guys really help. Having a guy like Torres be more aggressive, Hicks be more aggressive, just being more aggressive, I think is the overall theme of this base running now.
Put pressure on the pitcher, because last year it was like Judge gets on, he's not going anywhere. Stan gets on, not going anywhere. Like guys who were getting on, they were just like you know he was going to stay at first, and you didn't. The pitcher would occasionally throw over, but now the pitchers are testy with IKF on base. We're seeing Hicks steal. We're seeing Trevino steal. Guys from you guys got to send a runner. Good things will happen. IKF's been executing the hit and run beautifully lately, so I'll take that. Chapman got a save. I really was worried after all the walks he's been giving up, but
dude, I'm worried for Chad Green. I mean, dude's been looking rough this season, and we'll talk about him in the next years too. But yeah, he's going through it. Definitely, he's definitely doesn't have his A game. His ace level, not ace level stuff, but his shutdown stuff. Yeah, we need him. We need him to get right, because if he's right, then he really holds down this pen. He can be a guy we can lean on, and right now he's not that. Right now it's kind of sketchy. Put him in the games right now. It's really sketchy.
I'm worried about Chad because he's one of the original dogs.
Yeah,
and I want him to go out there and continue to be a dog. So I think he'll find it. Again, not horrible, not horrible, but not good.
Not ideal. Not ideal.
Again, Loizaga found it. Clay Holmes back at it. Yankees win that one by score 5-3. LeBayhu's again back to LeMahieu self, as we will
Back.
see later on in the series. Game 3, this one, again, I go into Montgomery starts with the most, like, I know the offense is going to suck. Like, definition of suck. I feel so bad for him. Over his entire major league career, I doubt the Yankees have scored 100 runs for him in all of his starts, like combined.
No shot.
Like he's the most. He has to be the most under runs scored for pitcher.
Yeah.
In however many years since his debut with the Yankees. There's no way.
It's definitely got to be bad. It's brutal, man. Like he gives us. This is a really solid start. Comes in 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Like this is something, you go, thank God he came in and did this. Dude, the dude's pitching to a 2.5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's 0-1. That's something that's insane. This is his 3rd start. He's 0-1 and he's pitching to a 2.5. Like that's ridiculous. He needs help. And the bats were dead. It was brutal.
Dead isn't. Oh yeah. Again, we got hits when they didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
What was I gonna say? I don't blame Montgomery. No one can blame Montgomery. They're saying like, oh, he shouldn't have given up a run. Mm-hmm. And then the people are blame. I heard a few people saying this. You blame Castro for giving up the 2, and it's like, well, I'm sorry, but Michael Pineda should not be shutting down a Yankees lineup.
Shot, man.
He went 5 innings scoreless, 2 Ks, 3 hits. You just can't have that happen. It's a little bit embarrassing for a Yankee lineup, the way that we hold ourselves.
Yeah.
That we're supposed to be the offensive dogs.
Yeah, dude, like 17 left on base. I mean, that's horrible. Not a single RBI to show for it. Nothing. Just you can't have 7 hits. And then get blanked by Pineda, like you said. That's atrocious, man. Like Pineda's not throwing shutdown stuff. He's aggressive in a sense, but like, come on, like we can't get blanked by this guy, and that kind of sours us on the road away. But hey, they kind of punted on this game. They rested guys, and yeah, I mean, in a sense, you can do that when you win the series. So you win the series, you get the punt.
Yep, I'll take the series win. Yankees lose
as
that
an airplane
one.
Flies over.
Yankees lose that one 3-0. Yeah, that was 3-0. I was like, yeah, shut up. We are now over into the Yankees at home versus the Cleveland Guardians. Lovely. Jameson Tyone, JMO versus Eli Morgan. He practically mirrored Severino's start. 5 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned.
Yeah, for sure.
It's literally besides the punchies.
Yeah, but 2 more punchies. Yeah.
Is this what are you happy with JMO to start the season? Are you happy with him as your?
I mean, considering he started with a 6 last year when he started in pinstripes, he started off with a 6 ERA, and it was a struggle to get it under 4. I think he ended at 4, right? Because he had a rough last month because of the injury. So yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this every day of the week. He's not working for punchies. That's just not what he does. He tries to get soft contact, and when he gets that, and he gets double plays and easy outs, that's what you love to see. He has the punchy stuff. He can get you Ks, rack them up, but yeah, that's just not his style unless he needs it, right? Unless there's like a runner in scoring position, he's trying not to go for the strikeout. He's trying to get the weak contact, and you just love to see it. And this was a grinder. This was a bit of a grinder. It didn't start off the cleanest. Both guys kind of gave up runs early, and then yeah, luckily the Yankees grinded it out. They gave us a 4-1 win. You love to see it.
Judge 3 RBIs, 2 homers. Love to see it.
Yes.
We had a hit from LeMahieu, Rizzo, Stanton, Torres, and Falefa. Another RBI. Love to see it. I think this game was the game where he jumped into he's in the top 5 averages for shortstops now. He was originally last. He's been on fire. I think he's hitting 429 as of like the last game of the series versus the Guardians, which is pretty cool to see. I'm praying that he can keep it up. Leave him down. If he can keep it up, leave him down there in the lineup. We need someone to fill the void.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's perfect there. I think he kind of turns over the lineup for us. I think, I think right now he, like I said, he's the bright spot of the black hole right now. Like that bottom of the order is still pretty sketchy. Guys are starting to figure it out, turning around, but all things considered, you love it when your shortstop settles in. I mean, he still doesn't look the greatest defensively. He's much better than he was opening series, but he's still, like, if you were to compare him to other shortstops defensively, he definitely ranks lower than most. But offensively, yeah, he's solid right now. He's not hitting for power, but he's kind of getting screwed on a couple of these. He's getting the launch angle. They're just dying on him at the end. But hey, we love it. He's finally getting comfortable in pinstripes.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
It worked. I think it's going to work out for the better for us with Connor Fleffa. I think he'll finish the year with like a 275, 280. Again, too early to tell. Keep it up, Fleffa. Keep banging. Again, like stars of the game, Aaron Judge, 2 homers, Tyon, stud, but the underrated hero. Again, this game wasn't a blowout.
No.
King came in 3 innings, 7 straight punchies, 8 out of the 9. He faced 10 batters, struck out 8 of them.
Dude, this is like a very special performance. This probably might be one of the best relieves we'll see this year. This will be up there. This will definitely be top 10. Like, he comes in, he just takes care of business. You can see the swagger, the confidence. He came on ready to go. He gives up a hit and then just settles in. Like you said, punchies 7 in a row. That's just something that you don't really see from a lot of guys in the league anymore. And when you get this opportunity to do something special like that, 8 out of the 9 outs retired, all strikeouts, insane. Yeah, like you said, unsung hero right here.
I think this is a major performance from him to continue to build off of, and the confidence going forward. Like his last 2 weren't a fluke, but now like you see this one, not a fluke. He's ready. Yeah. He's locked in. This is the Michael King that we were promised, and this is the Michael King that we saw glimpses of in the past.
Absolutely.
In the occasional spot start and the occasional relief, he was very good. He's back from his injury he had last year, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now, he had some weird injuries last year. It was bizarre, but yeah, love to see it.
He's back, filthy. We're playing one of the fun stars in baseball right now, Stephen Kwan. He's a character, that little guy. Yes, we'll see in the next game about what he did with Nestor. But I like watching him play. He slaps the ball around a lot, Murph.
Yeah, he reminds me of like Gardy, except strikeouts, of course. But like, yeah, he's just slapping the ball around, making annoying contact, just beating out, just grinding out at bats. He doesn't really swing and miss a lot. So when you get strikeouts on him, it's pretty impressive as of right now. Who knows? It's still to be determined. But yeah, he's a grinder out there for sure.
I love seeing grinders out there in the major leagues. Put together good ABs, and it's fun to watch. From a pitcher standpoint, it's frustrating. From a hitter standpoint, you gotta love it. Yankees win that one 4-1. Chapman gets a save and 2 punchies. Clean bullpen as King and Chapman, as we talked about, tear it up. Yankees win 4-1. Game numero 2, right? 2?
Yes. That's what comes after 1.
Yes. Nasty Nestor versus former San Diego Padre, Cal Quantrill. 6 and a third from Nestor Cortes. 8 punchies, 2 earned. Murph, is he the real deal?
Dude, he's got to be. He's the promise child. Like literally, the only 2 runs he gives up is off a home run, off a nailer. And if you look, that wasn't a bad pitch at all. Naylor just went down there and got it. He just put a good barrel on it. But Nestor, dude, he's grinding. He's got the heart. You see him lay out, trying to get the out. Couldn't tell if he was safe or not, by the way. Thank God there was no challenge.
Right.
That could have very well been overturned. But hey, we take those.
And he could have been gotten hurt on that play.
Dude, the way he belly flopped essentially and smacked his face against the ground. I was like, dude, he busts his lip open or something. He hurts his wrist. Like
if
that's the last thing.
His wrist. Because the thing about when you have a glove and you make that like bend, like it hurts, but not as much, but it looks like your wrist is snapped.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I saw that. I'm like, oh no, like, is he still pitching? I immediately went to go check. He was in the sixth inning. I'm like, thank God. I said I didn't get to watch that game. But again, not a close game. Nestor kept us in the game the whole time. Bullpen kept us in too, besides our boy, Chad Green, giving up.
Struggles continue.
What he gave up a dong to Austin Hedges, which is not a good sight to see.
Dude, Austin Hedges is a career 180 hitter, and that might be generous, okay? There's no shot you should be giving up a 2-run homer if you're Chad Green to that guy. Okay?
In that position, too. Like
in that position.
If you're up like 10 runs and you just leave a fastball, come on. Like, okay, that's fine. But was it tie ball game? And
we were up one. We were up one. And then they hit that 2-run shot and take the lead going into the bottom. What is it, bottom 9? Or going into the 9th, rather?
Going into the 9th, yeah.
Yeah. So that was brutal. That sucked the life out of me. And I was like, oh, so this is just how it ends? As we just lose to an Austin Hedges home run? And that wasn't the case.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa in the bottom of the 9th hit a double. Did that drove in a run? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was who hit? I think it was Donaldson did he get a hit or he walked?
No, Donaldson early in the game hit a mean pimped home run. Again, his signature moonwalk to first base, and then
but that inning, the 9th, he led off, he walks, then Hicks, and then they pinch run LaCastro, and then Hicks comes in, he's a bum. Gallo comes in, he's also a bum. LaCastro stole second before 2 outs. Izzy comes up, dude pumping 101 like it's his job. Like he's just like, I do this, right? Like I'm pumping 101 like it's eating breakfast.
Class A is filthy.
He's filthy. But it was pretty straight for the most part. There wasn't a ton of movement on the pitches. So
not Izzy a lot of cut.
Not a lot of cut or run at all. Sitting fat and straight, and Izzy takes one a little bit out of the zone, but just top borderline, and he sits on top of it. And for a sec, I thought it was out.
Me too. It just barely got past Stephen Kwan out there and left. Yeah.
That was the scariest part. When I saw who it was hit at, I was like, oh no, not this guy. This guy's a little grinder. He's gonna find a way to catch this ball. And fortunately, he did not. Unfortunately, he smacks the wall at like max speed. He's Mach 7 at this point, running after this ball, hits that fence. I'm very surprised he did not knock himself out the way he was like stumbling after the ball.
Yeah.
Like he looked like he got rocked by like a hook or something.
He didn't know where he was for a second there.
But that was a big time double out of Izzy. That's something, that's how you earn your pinstripes right there. Doing legendary shit like that. He does it. And then Higgy comes up, or he's supposed to come up. Thank God he did not come up. I did not want to see Higgy hit in that situation. My boy, Gleyber Torres comes up. Big situation. He gets to, I think, a 1-2 count.
1-2, yes.
1-2 count. We're sweating bullets. And he gets the pitch. He drives it the other way in the gap, and the boys do it. The boys win. Big time stuff from Gleyber. And that's what you need to snap yourself out of a slump and a rut. He's losing playing time, right? It's bad. He's losing the spot to DJ. He lost the spot to Izzy. What is he going to do? He's going to come up big off the bench. Huge stuff.
Needed that out of him. I love to see it. But we do not claim those Yankee fans who did that. No. We also, I got beef with Miles Straw now. I'm sorry. You ain't a tough guy. You ain't a tough guy. Yankee fans, close your mouths. If Judge and Stanton got to tell you to stop. Yeah,
we got to stop. Like, listen, I don't mind the chirping. Right?
Torres is like just sitting at second base, like, we're not going to celebrate.
Like, dude,
I finally did something right.
Yeah, my moment's been ruined. He's tied for the most. I think is it tied or is he leading? He might be leading now. Since 2018 walk-offs, he's got 6. I think behind him is Blackman with 5, or he might have 6 as well. I'm not too sure, if I'm being honest.
Clutch factor.
No consistency, but when the game's on the line, he's in his prime. That's for damn sure.
I like it. Again, one hit for Gallo. Scratch that on the board.
Did we take those? That was a huge double. I think it was an RBI double, right?
No, he got on. He scored a run.
That was the last game that he got that RBI double. Yeah. Gotcha. But yeah, still punching out twice though. That's or no, he only punched out once. Okay, that was Hicks who punched out twice. He only punched out once.
Let's see. I got MLB app up right now. Did you know his nickname is, in the meantime while this loads, his nickname is Pico de Gallo, for a man that's the Italian, a paisan.
Yeah, I got it. That's so it's okay, I guess. Not what I would have come up with him, but we take those.
This year, and we're not even 20 games in.
He's got to be leading the league in strikeouts.
22 Ks.
How many at bats?
Let's just see. Give me 1 second for Senor Pico de Gallo. Let's see. AB's he is 22 for 48 in strikeouts. He has 7 hits, 1 double, 1 run scored. How many he has? And he had 7 walks. It's tough out there for him in the streets of New York. Miguel Castro gets the win. Yankees win that one 5-4. But before we'll continue to talk about Gallo, what's going on with this man?
Dude, I think it's the pressure, man. I think he's trying to will himself into results, and it's showing, and it's not working out for him because he's stressing over every little thing. Like he's had some pieced up balls where he's hitting them pretty far and pretty hard. They're just not leaving the yard. And I think he's trying to force a home run. I think that's the biggest thing. He's trying to run into one. He's due, the definition of due, and I think he'll figure it out, man. You just gotta remain patient with this guy. People calling for his head, saying trade him. Like, relax. Still not 20 games in. I get it. It's frustrating, but you just gotta hang tough, and he'll figure one out. Like this shouldn't be a surprise to Yankee fans. We know what type of guy he is. He knows what type of guy he is. He just needs to figure it out and put it all together.
Mm-hmm. I think the minute that he runs into one, he'll find it.
Oh yeah,
like he'll
definitely go on a streak.
Yeah, he'll hit I think he'll get to 5 quick once he gets his first. Yeah, he's ready. I think he's getting there. We starting to see him. He's making a little bit better contact. Last game 2, he gets a hit. Now in game 3, he does have a hit. Game 3 is Gerrit Cole versus Aaron Savale. Aaron Savale, current Foundation supporter. Shout out, Aaron. I'm sorry we had to do this to you. Gerrit Cole, finally a good start.
Oh my God, dude, we needed this in a huge way. If he comes out and has another bad start, all the haters are chirping. Like they're chirping pretty loud as is, but they would be unbearable if he did not get past the first or second inning of this game. So he gives us 6 2/3. He gives us a shutty, 1 run, 9 Ks. The ace is back. This is the ace we were promised. Again, huge. And the Yankees give him some run support, which is something that he may not be used to, especially not at this margin of run support, right? What did he get? 6 runs?
He
was out there?
Yep.
He got 6 runs. Huge stuff. The bats were alive. I think every starter, of course, with the exception of Gallo and Torres, got a hit.
Gallo did have his first RBI.
No, he did. He did have a hit. I'm just kidding. It was just Donaldson who didn't have a hit. Donaldson and Trevino. Those were the 2 that didn't have hits.
But Gallo did have 3 punch outs.
Yeah,
I'll take the one
tough.
RBI. I'll take the
the
one
RBI double. We take the RBI double. You know, we got to take them when we get them.
Mm-hmm. We had performances stand out, 3 RBIs, 3 hits from DJ LeMahieu, home run by Judge, a home run by Rizzo, his fifth of the year, and an unlikely, nuke from Tilo. I like to see that.
He's taking a yaya, man. He's taking a yaya. He's doing his thing, pinch in, doing his thing, replacing Judge. He said, Judge, who I can also hit tanks. And he hit one of the stands, something we did not expect.
Especially with the balls nowadays. I wasn't expecting that to fly out.
Yeah, it's infuriating, by the way, that the balls are just dead. Like, the MLB comes out and says, yeah, we're playing with dead balls. Like, why? It's just why. Like, I think the most exciting baseball was the live baseball when guys were just hitting 60 home runs. Like, teams were hitting, everyone on the team at 20-plus home runs easily.
Yeah.
I think that's when baseball's at its best. But no, we got to cater to the pitchers, I guess. I don't even know who we're catering to. Like, this doesn't speed up games or promote more offense. It does like the opposite.
Like why are we like? Cause like I understand you're trying to get outs quicker, but like you're killing the game and you're killing these guys' stats. Like
like I think they're trying to get more balls in play and limit the home run, but like instead you're just killing average, especially with the shift. Like the shift doesn't help at all when you see the shift, and just guys who get hits get robbed. Like Gallo's a big one.
Donaldson too. Judge
Rizzo,
gets robbed. Rizzo.
Yeah, the 4 outfielder shit really pisses me off.
I remember like a little league, they'll all move over a little bit, but like we didn't like I could see moving over, but like for this year, but like keep the 3 outfielders. They're outfielders for a reason. I understand this is like a good strategy as a manager. Like as a Major League Baseball player, you should be able to hit it to all fields, but you shouldn't. Like you're not playing the game the way it was meant to be played, with 4 outfielders or 5 infielders, or 6 infielders technically.
Pitchers aren't people, man.
Well, Nestor.
Unless you're nasty, Nestor. Then
Nestor did say, under this fat, there is an athlete, and he showed his athleticism. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa last week, we were talking that he was gone. I think Oswald should be called up. Peraza should be called up soon.
I don't know about soon, but I think the Yankees are good with this only because this allows them to be sure that Peraza is ready for Oswaldo. So I think this is like kind of breath of fresh air, because in their minds they were getting ready to hit the panic button and be like, all right, like you said, if this guy doesn't leave April with like an above 200 average, we're spamming that panic button. We're probably looking for one of those two to come up pretty soon. So yeah, it's good to see him actually get comfortable at the plate and just know his job. Just slap the ball around, put the ball in play, and things happen. And yeah, he's been running into a few, which is awesome. In 300 right now? You love to see it. He needs
Last
to keep
time we
going.
spoke about him, we were told he was at like $170. He's now at 300.
Yeah.
He's been tail of a week,
Yeah.
Really good.
Dude, we were saying we had no patience for it, and thank goodness again he wakes up. Optimal timing, because again, like, hey, listen, we're riding the high now. That is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. But at any moment, he could just, and then we'd be back on the hate train. Like, listen, nothing personal against the guy. It's just frustrating when you see a struggling offense and you had options to make it good.
5.
All those options.
Then we could have even gotten Ketel Marte.
And now he looks like he's going to be a Diamondback for a while, which is bizarre to me. I would have thought they would have moved him and got some pieces back, but they didn't.
I don't understand that at all. But whatever. Do you, Diamondbacks?
do you? Whatever, man. I guess spread out the talent. I'm not too mad at it. You see the Pirates doing similar things with their young guys. Did they extend Brian Reynolds? They did, right?
Yep.
I know they did with Hayes. Now they do it with Brian Reynolds. So yeah, they're extending young guys. These are guys who should be going for a lot more, but they're staying put. Moving the talent around, keeping baseball interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, after this series, Yankees win that one game 10-4.
First sweep of the year.
First, bring out the Brooms. I saw a lot of people in the stands at Brooms, especially out there where Miles Straw was hanging out there in center field. Which love to see that. Again, there's room for the fans. Go back and forth. One, don't throw stuff at the players, please.
No.
Two, Straw, don't be jumping on the fence and yelling at them, because the video just came out today that he was also saying stuff back to them. I understand, back up your teammate, but do not egg the fan on, because they have nothing. They don't really care. Yankee fans.
Yeah.
We're in a jungle.
Yeah. Especially that section, man. You gotta know who you're picking a fight with. Those outfield sections, they don't care, man. They're willing to and he was saying, what was he saying? You won't swing on me, hit me or whatever. It's one thing if you're gonna jump up there and yell at him for celebrating that Quan gets hurt, but you're just you're literally asking for a fight.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes both ways, but I think majority of the fault is on the Yankee fans for being trash and bums out there. We don't do that. You don't throw stuff at players. And why would you throw stuff on our field? It's our field. Why would you be trashing our field? That doesn't make any sense in my opinion. There's just classless stuff.
It shouldn't have to take Aaron Judge and Stanton to come out there and be like, cut it out. If anything, one bottle thrown and that's it. Not all this garbage on our field. We just won by a walk-off. What are you doing? Let the walk-off talk. The Guardians are a subpar team, not maybe even okay team, in my opinion.
They've got pitching, but their offense is way too suspect, and their best player is Ramirez.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not enough to carry this mediocre offense. But yeah, it was a good win, especially game 2, but it was kind of soiled by that, trash by the fans. But hey, it is what it is. Move on. Let's just not do it again. The Yankees sweep the Guardians, and now they have to right the wrong as the Orioles come into town. Right now, they sit on top of the division. Who cares? It's way too early for this, but hey, they are tied with the Blue Jays at 10-6.
Yep.
You love to see it. They need to right the wrong here. Sweep the Orioles. Take care of business. Hit the road, KC.
Game 1 is Severino Lyles. I think that's a rematch, or is it?
I think so. Is it? I don't even know, to be honest. But
then we got Wells.
That sounds right.
We got Wells, Montgomery. Yankees, please score them some runs.
Help this man.
Zimmerman versus Tyone. Zimmerman is probably their best pitcher now, which isn't saying a lot.
No, it's not. How's John Means? John Means not doing well? Or is he hurt?
He's out for the year. UCL tear. I just saw that 15 minutes before the pod. I was looking at for next series, and I saw him. He was on the 60-day DL. He's done. But we got a
huge blow for them.
We gotta win at least 2 games here. I'm not if we lose the series, I'm gonna be very frustrated because
I'm gonna be fuming. If we lose this series. We cannot listen. This is what cost us the division for so long. It's just not taking care of business against these bums. These guys are trash. I don't care. Take care of business. I want to sweep. I'm gonna be straight up. I don't want to sweep. I'll be okay with a series win. Series loss. Oh, especially if they get swept. Oh my!
If we get swept, there's a problem. If we win the series, I'll be happy that we won, but we need to sweep this series. Again, and then we go into KC. Now we have to continue the momentum. We're killing it. So let's keep it going.
Yeah, we are killing it.
Yankees are on a 3-game win streak. Let's keep it going. Severino on the mound. He's been good. Let's keep it going.
I'm excited to see his start. I'm excited to see all our pitchers start, quite frankly, but yeah, especially his.
Yeah, and he's at home versus the Orioles. again, another throwback Severino matchup in the Bronx. Game tomorrow at 7:05. That's all I got today, Murph.
Same here, man. Huge series, huge win. Let's take care of business. Let's keep the momentum going.
Couldn't be said any better. Well, Murph, thank you all for watching. Thank you for joining me today, us today. And we'll see y'all probably Friday or Saturday for the recap of the Baltimore Orioles series. Maybe even Thursday. Who knows? Later.